All right, good Friday morning. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. We've got a really cold start to the day, but we do expect those temperatures to be on the warmer side as we move into the afternoon today, and especially on our Saturday as we finish off the year and move into 2023. But we'll talk about your weekend plans. If you got any plans for tomorrow night, should be okay to have them here in the high plains. We're stuck in between two weather systems right now, so other than a few clouds, and again, trying to depict maybe some light snow making its way to the ground, nothing's reaching the surface that we know of. I haven't had any reports of any snow flurries, but we are dealing with some cold temperatures. Most of us are in the 20s this morning, 30 here in Amarillo, and then 19 up in Perryton. Good news is winds are very light. They're under 10 miles an hour. That's a big change from yesterday and the day before, but even if you do have that breeze, it still feels like it's in the teens and 20s. So if you go outside this morning, maybe take the jacket with you. You'll probably get some use out of it for the morning drive, and then as we move into the afternoon, you could shake it off as we'll climb into the mid and upper 50s. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds today. A lot more sunshine this afternoon than cloud cover, but it may be enough limitation for daytime heating for us to not quite get up to the 60s today. We will have a south wind anywhere from 10 to 15 miles per hour, and then we end up tumbling back into the 20s and 30s tomorrow morning. So we'll start off right around freezing. You can see places like northwest New Mexico and southwest Colorado going to be cashing in on some snowfall on Saturday. We see all that moisture wrung out before it can get here. We'll actually make a run for the low 70s in a few locations tomorrow. So we'll be roughly 15 to 20 degrees above normal for those afternoon temperatures, and then we take that with us as we move into your Saturday evening as well. So if you got any plans, I think they're lighting some fireworks at Hodgetown Saturday night. If you're going to go watch that, temperatures will be in the 40s, which may sound cool, but our average low is 25 this time of the year. So really going to be a milder start to the new year as we kickstart Sunday. 42 at midnight, and then we steadily warm back up. We'll have some cloud cover kind of move in after midnight, and that will help keep us mild to start your Sunday. Hey, Rhonda and Becky, thanks for tuning in this morning. Our next weather maker, big trough moving into the western U.S., desert southwest, does look like it's going to track directly overhead for the most part. Again, really just depends on the exact placement of where that low comes on shore. A few models do have it digging a bit further south, but most of our models do show us to be relatively dry. We'll have a slim chance for some rain Sunday night into Monday. I don't think it's a good chance, and if you do see some rainfall, it's probably going to be very minimal amount. We're talking about maybe a tenth of an inch on the high side. Most of us will see less than that, probably closer to a trace or just a few hundredths of an inch, which really doesn't help our drought concerns out there right now. So Monday's rain chances 10 to 20%. Those may come up slightly as we build a little bit more confidence as to where we'll see some showers try and move across the region. It does look like it's going to favor the northern side of the area more than the south. If you're south of I-40, odds are you're going to stay probably dry on Monday with more fire weather conditions rather than any rain chances. But the further north you go, the better your chances are at seeing at least some light rainfall. It does look like it's going to be liquid rain for the most part, and then we could see maybe just a quick round, an hour or two, where temperatures fall to about 32 degrees. So we may see some light freezing rain to end Monday night to Tuesday morning for places like Cimarron County. But the rest of us not dealing with any winter weather with this system. Your 6 to 10 day temperature outlook showing us warmer than normal, 50 and 60% chance that we're above average for our temperatures, and we're going to unfortunately stay dry moving into January. That atmospheric river really going to inundate California with copious amounts of moisture. John, Tina, thanks for tuning in. The San Joaquin Valley could actually see as much as 15 inches of rain on the upslope side of the Sierra Nevadas there in eastern California, and that we're talking about 75% of our annual rainfall average for them over the next 2 weeks. So they're going to be absolutely drummed with rain and snow out there. Wish we could see some moisture like that, but unfortunately that's not the case. For the extended forecast, temperature wise, we're still above average, and we will stay below normal for those rain chances moving into the middle of the month. Maybe by the time that we move into February, we'll start to see some more active weather for some rain and snow chances, but does look like January is going to be fairly quiet. One of those statistics that we mentioned last winter, we're on the board for snowfall here in Amarillo. We've had 3/10 of an inch of snow. Now, the statistic that NWS came up with a few years ago, if we haven't had an inch of snow by March 1st, a third of the time we don't get an inch of snow for the year. But the other 2/3 or 67% of the time, we get a major snowstorm or blizzard in March, which is usually when we have kind of our bigger snowfall events. We get a little bit more moisture pulled up from the Gulf, and we've got enough snowpack to our north that we get some cold air to surge south pretty easily. So I think if we're looking for any winter weather, it's probably going to be March is probably our best chance at seeing any snowfall potential here in the Panhandles. Won't rule out February as well, but I do think January is going to be kind of a lull, or at least a dull month in terms of winter weather, until we can at least maybe get closer to February. From now through the 15th, certainly looks very quiet. Highs for today will be in the 50s, still above average. Lows tonight about 5 or 10 degrees above normal. In the 20s and 30s. It'll be cold, but not as cold as we normally are. And then those highs for your Saturday to wrap up 2022, well above average, a lot of mid and upper 60s. And again, a few of us are probably going to flirt with the low 70s tomorrow. Sunday morning, we'll be down into the 40s, pretty mild start to the day. We've got you at 67 degrees here in Amarillo on Sunday, but there's going to be some cloud cover that tries to roll in late that evening. Just depends on when it gets here. If it gets here early, temperatures won't make it to the upper 60s. We may have more low 60s and upper 50s, but that's just going to depend on how much daytime heating we get and how much sunshine we have. For Monday, sticking with about a 10 to 20% chance of rain, but I do think fire weather is going to be the main story moving into Monday, especially for the southern half of the area. As we move further north of I-40, and in particular north of the Canadian River, you'll have a slightly better chance for some splash and dash rain showers, but nothing of true significance in terms of precipitation totals. Will be chilly Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures will be below normal for a couple of days with that cold air spilling south, but we do expect temps to warm very quickly moving out of the week and into the following weekend, first full weekend of 2023, and that trend looks to continue. La Nina got a firm grasp on the South Plains. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Enjoy the more mild weather that we have to move into the weekend. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's, any New Year's festivities that you've got going on. I'll see you in a couple of hours for our next update.